Hi everyone. So I wanted to do a quick demonstration. Well, I don't know how quick this is going to be. I'll try to make it quick. Demonstration. This is the, I think it's pronounced Jizai. Jizai. It's Jizai, and it's the clear stamp picture coloring set flower. And I got this from the Hobonichi website. And there's what the box looks like. And inside it came with this vellum little instruction sheet, and it came with 2 acrylic blocks, and I keep one of them. I'm keeping one of them in here for now because I only just need to use the one, I think. I'm not really quite sure. I do have my Memento pens. I have all my different color of my Memento pens. I also got these on the Hobonichi website. So I have these to experiment with, and so I'm just going to try and see how to do this, because I'm not 100% sure. I think I understand it, and I think I don't understand it, so I'm not really sure, but I think I want to start with this one. So let me put this on here first, and this is my plain notebook from Hobonichi. So let me try a bright color on here. So I'm going to try this. So I think I'm just gonna color all of this in here. This is like an experiment because I'm not really sure how to use this stamp set. Okay, there we go. And now I'm just gonna stamp it right here. There we go. Okay, I'm going to set this off to the side. Now, I don't think it's going to take too long to dry, but I'm going to try a different flower. So here's this clear one. So if I could show you on here, but it's this one right here. And I just did this dark one here on the upper right hand corner. So I'm going to do this one. You know what? I think I stamped the wrong side of this. Alright, let me try. Alright, I'm going to try doing this again, but I'm going to do it differently. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can do these side by side. So I'm going to take my Memento pen, and I'm just going to color this one again. So I don't know if I did that one. And then let's take a blue one, and I'm just going to color the outside of this one. I don't know if I'm using the right, I wasn't using the right end. I wanted to use the larger end so I can get more color on this. There we go. Alright, now let me try stamping this again and seeing. Alright, well that's it's not bad. Okay, it's not bad. Alright, let me put these 2 stamps aside here. Alright, now I'm going to dry this a little bit, and I'm actually going to put one of my pencil boards underneath here, which I should have done first, but I didn't. Okay, so now I'm going to take this flower one, so that's this one right here. And so my assumptions is that you color that and then you put it over there. You know what? I think yes. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to use it for that one. And I think I can just then use just different colors. All right, let's try and see if that works. So let me try, let's see, do I want yellow? Maybe red. That's pretty red. So I think I might try red. And I'm just looking through my Memento pens here. Let's see. I think I want to do some bright colors. Okay, so I think I'm going to do this green and that red. Okay, so let's try that. Alright, so let me get the larger end here. So I'm going to just color, and these stamps all have like ridges on that, or you know, they're just, if you go over it with a Memento pen, you basically are just outlining the stamp that's already made, so it's kind of foolproof, I think. All right, let me take a green and I'm going to do the leaves. I'm going to do these leaves and I'm going to do the stem. And the reason I like using the Memento pens because you can actually use different colors on the stamps. Okay, there we go. Oh, you know what? I just did something that you're supposed to do this on the acrylic block, which would have made things a lot easier. But as it was, it actually didn't come off that difficult. So let me put it on the acrylic block. There we go. So now I'm just going to turn it around and I'm just going to stamp this flower. Okay, so that's basically, I think that's how it's supposed to look. I'm not 100% sure, but let me hold that up so you can see. Yeah, it's not bad, right? It's not bad. It's kind of, I like the idea of it because you can use different, you know, with the Memento pens, which I highly recommend the Memento pens because I have used those also for my Hobonichi stamps. And like I said, they're so great for outline. The Memento pens, you can actually outline, you know, like make the little page markers a different color. You can make the outside. You can even make the pen loops a different color to match like a Hobonichi cover that you currently have. There's just so many different options you can do when you use like the Memento pens instead of using ink pads. So I really like that. Okay, so now let me take this guy off and I'm gonna try to use this stamp for this orange one. So I'm gonna put this little guy on there. There you go. I really like the way this blue flower turned out. I think it looks really cool. Okay, let's see if I can put these in frame. So I'm gonna use, let's see what colors. So I stamped the dark one. So this one I stamped with the orange one. So let me put it in here so you guys can see that. I don't know if that's in frame. I know that they have black spots on the other side, so it makes it difficult to see the stamps on here, but you can kind of see how they're on there like that. If I hold it up to the light, you can see how the stamps are on there, and it's, yeah. Okay, so for this guy, I think I'm going to use, let's see, let's use this dark blue, and let's also use this green. We'll use that green for the leaves. And then I think I want to do the inside petals with something bright. So maybe, oh no, I inked with that orange and I used that blue. Okay, let me see if I have, oh yeah, okay, let me do the yellow. So I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to do these three colors. So I'm going to do yellow on the inside, and then blue on the outside of the flower, and then green for the stem and the leaves. Okay, so let's start with the inside first, and I think, should I use the bigger end or the smaller end? Oh, that doesn't, oh my gosh, that is not coming off very easy. I think I might try to use the smaller end on this. Let me see how it works here. I can't really tell if, you know what, it is. I can barely see it. It's very pale on this stamp, but I do believe it's coming out yellow, which makes me very happy because I want this to turn out. I want this to be a good demonstration of using not only the Memento pens, which are available on the Hobonichi website, but also this flower clear stamp set. And so I just wanted to show you guys, if you saw it on the website and you're like, oh, well, I don't know if I want to get that, then maybe after seeing this, it'll give you like a yes or no decision on whether or not you want to jump in and and buy this. I love using stamps to decorate my Hobonichi, and so yeah, that's one reason I got this one. And I thought the flowers were really, really beautiful. I'm kind of hoping that they sell different kinds of these eventually. So yeah, I don't know. All right, so now let me do the outside of this with a blue. I really hope this turns out. Oh, and the good thing, I read something, I don't even know if it was on the Hobonichi website, but I read something that when you apply ink from the Memento pens onto clear stamps, or actually any stamp, that it actually stays wet for quite a long time. So you don't really have to worry about it drying out before you get a chance to stamp it. Okay, so let's go ahead and stamp this and just see how this turns out. I hope this turns out. Okay, the yellow on the inside of the flower did not turn out on here. So let me hold this up to see if you guys can see that. So I think it's because I used yellow. Let me try using a darker color, and I think I might have success. So let me try, I'm going to try this red Memento pen over, and I'm going to do the inside of the flower again, because I'm wondering, now that one I can see, the yellow was just so pale when I was putting it on here, so maybe the yellow on top of this orange was not the best idea. I'm not really sure if using this red was a good idea either, but if not, I can always go over it with a different color. So let me try this. And of course, I'm going to try to stamp it in the same exact place. So it's going to... Okay, so this is a good learning experience for me. So it did show up using the other color. I'm hoping that that comes in on my camera. But I think that it would be a good idea for this particular flower to use a color like this, brighter blue, or maybe even just something like this, like these shades of blue, because the yellow, and it also depends on the background that you choose. So maybe using a lighter. So what I should have done is use this light blue for the darker circle, for this darker circle, and that way I could have used like any of these other colors that I could have used the yellow, I'm sure, or let's see, what did I originally try to use? I think I originally tried to use the yellow, and then I ended up using like this red, and the red showed up, but it blends way too much with the orange, and so it just doesn't really pop. But yeah, so here are the stamps. Let me put those there so you guys can see that. But yeah, let me see. I'm gonna try, this is a good experiment. So let me see what this shade of blue looks like for that middle part. I am determined to get this middle part of this flower. So the moral of the story, I guess, is just to be aware of the colors that you're choosing to make your flowers, and as far as like what colors will complement each other and stuff, and you should not have a problem. So put that on there. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so as you can see, I used the blue one, and the blue one you can actually see in the middle of the flower. I really like the way, this one actually is my favorite, this blue and red one, but the orange one actually turned out really good too. I did miss in getting some of the orange on there, but you know what? When you're doing art stuff, artsy stuff, and I don't mind the imperfection of it, like having some of the ink there or not there. I really do not, I don't mind that. I actually really like it. It's part of the artistic, parts of that. So let me see. Okay, so this one I want to experiment on too. So this one right here, I want to experiment on that one. So let me take this off, and I'm going to put this on my acrylic block. There we go. Now, here we go with the color things. So I'm going to use a darker color on here. So let me look and see. I think maybe this one. Let me look and see. These colors look very close together, but I think I'm going to go with this one right here for that. Okay. So let me color the flowers here. This is really cool. And I'm going to do the stems in a different color. I don't know. I think I might be having, I think this is going to end up being another color issue thing for me, but hopefully not. So I'm just going through all the outside, highlighting the outside with my Memento. And this is the tip of the Memento pens, if you were wondering. It's kind of like a brush pen on that side. And then on the other side, it's just a finer, just kind of like a finer tip. Oh, sorry if that's not focusing, but anyway, it's like a finer tip. Oops. Okay, so now I'm going to use a brown pen, and I'm just going to go over the, let me use the bigger end on this, and I'm just going to go over the stem with the brown. I guess the brown is going to make it kind of look like a dead plant. I hope not. We'll see. This is very much all experimental. Using these clear stamps for the first time. I'm fascinated by them. I'll just go over these with my Memento pens. And somebody had asked me one time whether or not I liked the Memento pens, and I really do. I like that you can do this kind of detail inking on your stamps. That I really like. Okay, so this thing is ready to stamp, so I'm just gonna stamp it right there. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Okay. Ah, that's exciting. Okay, now let me see if you guys can see that. I know it's kind of faint, but so I used brown for the stems, and then I used that red for the leafy parts there, so you can kind of see that. Okay. I wish I could get closer up picture for you guys, but I'm impressed with this stamp set so far. Okay, and then let me put this one aside. And now I'm going to use this guy right here. So let me peel him off. And I'll show you from the back what that one looks like. It just has 6 little dots there, and it's supposed to line up with, does it line up with those guys? Somewhat, I guess. So I'm gonna put that on the acrylic block. Let me turn this around and just see how it lines up. Oh my gosh, it lines up perfectly. Okay, so what color? All right, so I used red. So I think I'm gonna try, should I use, let's see, brown, and then that red. I feel like if I used the, okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with this blue. I'm really liking this blue a lot. Because I feel like if I use any other color, it's just not gonna pop. It's not gonna show up on camera very well. So I think I'm gonna use this blue again. This is becoming my favorite blue. So I'm just gonna color, make sure this is in frame. So I'm just gonna color each one of these dots here. There we go. Okay, so I got the dots all colored on this stamp right there. And then I'm just gonna make sure that's dry, I guess. I'm not really sure if you, I'm assuming this dries pretty quick. And then I'm just gonna stamp it right on top. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, I love the way that turned out. Okay. So can you guys see that? Is that coming up pretty good on there? That, I really like the way that turned out. And you can see that the stamp pretty much matches up with, you know, they match up with each other really, really well. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump the camera, but you can see, like, here's the here's the stamp for the original one, and then here's the fill-in one. That looks really good. I really like the way that turned out. That makes me happy. So anyway, this is just a quick little tutorial, and like I said, it comes with these different, different flowers. There's so much potential for all of these. I'm just going to do a little bit more experimenting, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick little tutorial about what these stamps are all about. And it does come with 2 of these acrylic blocks, and yeah, and then this is the stamps that I have left over, just so you can see that you have quite a bit of options of making flowers. And then here are the 3 flowers that I made right there. So very cool. All right, I like it. Okay, well, thanks you guys for watching, and I will see you for the next demonstration. Bye.